Okay. So today we're gonna do go over the PRs, and then we're gonna talk about the design. We're gonna go through design a little bit and tweak some things, comment comment on some things. Let me share this up, and then Burhan, we can have a look at your new PRs. Here we go.
Sure.
Yeah. So which one should I go through first? Docs.
Yeah. well,
Okay. Docs.
this PR just is like
Mm-hmm.
an addition to the PR that I made earlier. This just adds
Yeah.
the instruction for setting up those AWS keys and the
Mm-hmm.
access stuff because it's a bit difficult to navigate on AWS. So this gives you like something to work with.
Yeah. Yeah. And the instructions we had before would be outdated now because because the Quen thing is using last time we were using a different, what was it called? Like something quota, but now we're using a different part of Bedrock. You know what I mean? So they're different. It's a different instructions now with the access keys. Before we were using API keys, now we're using access keys.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is different than the way that I do it. On AWS, attach I just like click the check mark next to Bedrock all. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That would work
Hmm.
just the same as this one.
Okay, so it's the same.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Maybe we
Restrict.
could, if you'd want, like, we could just mention what's written in the UI instead of
That's
this.
that's fine. I think it's clear. It's really it's really. I think if it's unclear, people will let us know. Um,
Yeah, fair
I don't
enough.
want to over explain it for people. So the next one. Okay, so merged.
The next one solves like a couple issues.
This one.
The input
Okay.
validation. It's just some checks for because we had
Uh-huh.
a few bugs reported that were similar that talked about like if you add like a long string in the profile page for the name and the stuff, some
Yeah.
stuff were like a lot of it was like bugging out.
Got it.
So this just adds like some limits to it, like 80 characters for the name and then I think 200 for the bio. And yeah, and the one more thing was like if you add like
Mm,
profile in the profile section add like a long bio, it actually gets out of the profile card button, so it's like it doesn't, it gets out of the box. So
okay.
yeah, that's fixed as well.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
200 characters. That seems fair. We could make it longer in the future.
Yeah.
You could also make the name less than 80 characters. That's also fine.
Yeah, I mean,
That's really
uh
generous.
yeah.
um, on Twitter, it's 15 characters.
Right.
So, but that's fine. Okay, I will test this, or Victor, if you have time, you could test it. It looks good. We'll just take a few seconds to test that.
Okay.
And this one, are you working
uh
on?
this one was we talked about this.
Yeah,
Oh no, I have to get. I haven't worked on this since
okay.
the last time. Yeah,
Yeah, it works fine. I just noticed something funny with the code, so I wanted to point that out to you. That's all.
yeah. I'll have a look because I haven't. I
Okay,
haven't. Yeah.
cool, nice. Victor, are you still working on this one?
No, no, no. My plan is like just to duplicate it and just start it over again.
Okay. Um, what was the idea of this one?
It's a bunch of different things all together, but
Okay.
mainly for the panel animation for the
Yeah.
iframe when it expands
Okay.
elements into it.
Okay, yeah. We can talk about some of this stuff in the design review. And
Okay.
then this one here, basically, I did test this. It does work, but I was getting, but I found a bug that's a little bit more of a serious bug, so I did not merge it. And Abdul is fixing that bug. Um, so it was a bug where something was getting generated. Something only should happen once, and it was happening in a loop. So we cannot merge yet. But aside from that, like it does work, which is pretty cool. Which means that you can just click like keep all, and it applies all of them. So we're really close to having like apply all changes from the AI, which is going to be pretty cool.
Nice.
So, uh, yeah, and let me just fix this one. Oh no, that's perfect. Cool. So, yeah, let's basically what I wanted to do was this is not like nothing here is like mission critical stuff, but I just wanted to go over the design a little bit, mainly with Victor and Burhan. You can give your feedback too. But there are like a few things I thought we could at least write down um, that would be that would be like kind of to make the design like just a bit improved. There's some things that which we never really, because we don't actually design anything, we just build. There's a few things which I noticed could probably be like a little bit more cleaner. Um, so for me, the main thing is, although it looks really attractive, there's a few things which I think are a little bit confusing. So one of those is the main thing actually is the way that the panels work. Um, this down button looks like the download button first, and I find that like super confusing. Um, one way to fix this would actually just be um, let me draw it. One way to fix this would actually just be to make this icon, these icons, if you see what I'm doing here, like this would be one, and this would be the other icon.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, that
Uh,
makes sense. I think VS
yeah,
Code does something like that.
yeah,
Yes, yeah, yeah,
um,
similar to that.
yeah. It's like I see it, I'm like, I don't think this is the right icon. I think there's an icon for this. So that would be one way. That would be one way to fix it. Also with this one, I also think is the wrong icon. Yeah, but and then also very much. This is really cool. Did you guys see this? Did you see this, Burhan?
Yep. Yeah. I
Oh,
did.
that animation is crazy. You see this text?
Yeah, the text gets to
Yeah,
your
it
keyboard.
was so large.
Victor,
Yeah.
don't worry about stuff like that because it's not actually like I know it's like a little rough around the edges, but no one like it doesn't make the experience worse for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't stress about this stuff. Um, I'm more worried about stuff that could be a little confusing. So what I think would be better would be if we could find some way to make this layout just like a little more the panel layout a little more intuitive. Um, like Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like it's very rigid right now, the way that the panels work.
Oh.
So I'm trying to think what's a good example. I mean, we can look in like cursor and see what cursor does. So, but I feel like
I think
there's definitely a better way to do it.
yeah, I think you mentioned something like Replit at some point.
Yeah. And now here's VS Code, okay? So in VS Code, you have okay, VS Code doesn't have a preview really. So in VS Code, it's quite simple. Um, in VS Code, they have these at the top, which is very similar to what we have on the side. So that makes sense. Um, and then here they have the terminal, which we also have in the mode where the chat, when you see the chat, the terminal's on the bottom for us, but then we also put the preview on the side. Um, that's a bit, that could be a bit cramped if you're not using the preview. Um, then the preview, you're kind of forced to have the preview there. Um, yeah, and then they put the AI chat on the side, which is the same as us. I do think it's a little bit confusing though for us that when you open the AI chat, everything moves. That might not be the most. Okay, so here. So this is how oh, and then they have this one. Yeah, like this feels pretty clean to me. So then the question is, how would we do that with a preview? Now I think actually Trey is an editor that has this preview, but I don't see it. Let me try opening Trey. Okay, so Trey is super different. Actually, I'll just show Trey because it's kind of interesting. Even if it's like, even if it's not a good, even if we don't like the design, it's actually super interesting just to look at it. So this is Trey, and this is also a VS Code fork, but it's like they've really changed the design a lot. So if I open here, yeah, this is totally different. So they have this on the left side. Oh, because now I'm in solo mode. But if I switch to IDE mode, the IDE mode is a little more like what we have. So actually, this is super similar to what we have. So we have this on the left. We have the project name up here, and then when we have builder on the right. Ah, okay. Now they put the preview as a tab.
As a tab.
Now, yeah, that means that you can't edit and see the preview at the same time. But huh?
I don't know if
But
it's a
you
good
could
idea,
split the
but
screen and have the preview.
What'd you say?
You could split the screen and have the preview with the
Yeah,
code also.
you can do this.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Um, have the split view. That would be a little bit of work for us to implement. Um, like I do like having the preview. We can look at Replit now too, and see Replit. Um, should I download the maybe I should download Replit desktop because just to keep it
Oh,
consistent. So
I
Replit.
didn't know they had the desktop app.
It's not super popular, I think, but But I don't think many people use it. But a ton of people use the mobile app. Okay, let's try it. Open. It's opening. It's still opening. It's still opening.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if it's a good idea, but you know how there's like at the bottom there's console logs and then
Uh-huh.
problems, output, etc.
Yeah,
So what if we like fix the terminal to be at the bottom and then there's like a toggle between the terminal
I like
and
that.
the preview?
I like that. I like that. I think the main thing that I don't want is I don't want like if I move one thing, I don't want other things to move uh, that aren't the thing I was trying to move. You know what I
to
mean?
change.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if I open the AI chat, I don't really want the preview to
Yeah.
just like jump somewhere else. I don't know. I'm not sure. Uh, it's just right now the way it is. It's just feels okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Uh, the replit thing doesn't feel very. It doesn't feel super native app. So yeah. So gosh. How much money do you think I spent on this Replit project? Can I see?
Let's see.
It was a lot. I'm not sure how to see. I'll continue with fast. Oh, here. I can't see anymore. Okay. So with Replit, this is reversed. Preview is here. Okay, there's something here. There's a shell here. Okay, they have this flexi interface, which I do think is good, but I just think that's going to be a lot of work for us to make right now. So I don't know. Putting files on the right side and chat on the left side is kind of bold choice.
yeah. I mean, it shifts the focus.
It changed the
Well, that's
focus
how I
a lot.
use my my VS Code.
Really?
Wait,
Really?
really?
Yeah, that's on the left. Yeah.
Are you left-handed, bro?
No, it just feels right to me.
Seriously. Okay.
Of
Well, maybe
course.
that's really interesting actually. Like should we be also like actually no, now I'm really curious. Why do you like that?
So it started with the file structure, right, being on the
Mhm.
right, because when you open and close it, it doesn't shift your code. But if it's on the
Oh.
left, it shifts the code. So I preferred it being the
So
code being
you
static when I open and close the
so
sidebar.
you have your AI chat always open, but you open and close the files?
No, I rarely open the AI chat, but when I do,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
leave it open all through. I don't close it as much, but I close the sidebar a lot.
That's pretty interesting. Um, yeah, I feel like I've also seen a design somewhere where when you put your where am I? I feel like I've also seen a design somewhere where when you hover your mouse near the side, then the file drawer like opens when your mouse goes
Automatically
near it.
opens.
I
Uh,
wonder where I've seen that. Um, but that's another interesting choice to like maximize screen because honestly, I feel very cramped as a like I have the smallest MacBook screen. Um, so
yeah.
it's pretty cramped
Me
for me.
too.
And and this I have little bugs like this, where this gets hidden. Oh, actually, you can't see what I'm doing, but I have little bugs on my GitWit. So
So what do you think? What do you think about this idea? What if we, similar to the way we have the GitHub integration on the File Explorer as tabs on the sidebar, what if we have the
yeah,
chat also as a tab on the sidebar?
yeah. I think that's great. I think the only downside is how would you have the files and the chat open at the same time?
That will be the problem. That will be the problem.
Is there a way? But if you're looking at here, okay. So here, if I have this, can I? It looks like here they don't even. Can you even close this? This one doesn't. This one's like its own thing, I think. Yeah, actually, this is not. This repo thing isn't working very well because it's like I don't even know how to. Okay, this one I can hide it. This one I can hide it, but I don't know how I can put other things on here. Actually, I don't know. This is only ever the files, and this is only ever the AI chat, so it's not very. Oh, can I put stuff? Oh, and then I can put more stuff down here. But here I can't even put the Git on the side, which is really strange. Git is always in the middle. Or I can do like that. I would never use it like this. So yeah, it's hard because you have to make it like customizable enough, but you also want to have sensible default settings for people. Okay, let's go back to our design here and think how we can maybe make some incremental improvement. So Victor has suggested putting the chat here. Oh, that's interesting. So, so yeah, Victor has suggested putting the chat on the side. That's only. Oh, that's a bug. Do you see that?
Uh,
It disappeared. I mean, I'd call that a feature.
oh,
No, it's not. It's not a
I
feature
did is
because
meant like I did is meant to collapse the whole sidebar. That's true.
it's not a
Yeah,
feature because this is just empty. There's like a black hole here.
Yeah.
um.
I think moving the AI chat like to the extreme left is a bit unorthodox because most of the people are coming from
Right.
the default of VS Code and stuff. So it's gonna look a bit, weird
yeah.
at
I
first
think.
glance.
Yeah, I think where we are, like being able to clearly see the file structure is still very important.
True.
I think this is basically what distinguishes like AI coding platforms from vibe coding platforms.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, navigating on Replit alone is like a task in itself.
yeah. So, so, uh, I would say our main struggle is really everything is pretty straightforward, but our main struggle is where to put the preview. Also, one thing that I really like about this would be like, oh, if I could do this with the preview, that would also be pretty sick. Um,
Yeah, good idea.
but where do you put the preview? If I keep this thin and I keep this relatively thin, I even have space on the right side of this for the preview, or even I could even have like a 4-column layout. When I have it like this, I feel like the preview is very short, is very small. And if I widen it, that doesn't really help because most websites are tall but not wide. So then I have to do like this. Then if you do like this, it's not so bad. But then when it's like this and you make the preview big, your file becomes so short. Anyone have any ideas? Anyone have an opinion?
I mean, I'm trying to think because we do want to keep the preview like loaded default, right? So the suggestion of switching between the terminal and preview is a bit, it's not convenient enough because we want it on the whole time.
I think the problem,
So
actually, the problem with switching between the terminal and the preview is that is actually I think the aspect ratio, because a terminal can be wide and short,
yeah,
but actually a
Mhm.
preview you actually want to be more taller than it is wide.
Yeah.
right. I mean, you cannot do much with all of the other stuff, but as you said, the like the full screen mode for preview would be nice.
Um, like actually a terminal that's very short like this actually works fine.
Yeah,
So I think that's like a this is actually like a good terminal. Um,
that's true.
So yeah, one idea that I think I may just like float this around is that we actually put the preview um, to the side, like to the right of the chat. That's just an idea. Um, another thing, I know that's it's kind of crazy. Another kind of crazy idea would be to have the preview as like a Okay, actually, another idea that I don't think is too crazy is to have the preview as a tab in the middle. Like, obviously, you then can't see the preview and the code at the same time, but we could later improve that by adding the vertical split. Sorry, the horizontal split. So that's
Mhm.
another idea. Another really crazy idea would be to have the preview be like floating, like a floating panel that you could drag around. Um, so yeah, that's that's um that's the idea. Okay, so I think maybe I'll just write some of these ideas down and then we'll discuss it a bit more.
Sounds good.
Like, there's no need to do anything um, drastic right now if we're not all like really clearly seeing that one way is better. But yeah, I do see maybe I do think that it makes more sense to me to have the preview like and the chat side by side rather than on top of each other. It would give more it would give more flexibility in the way that you can do things. It would also allow you to put it as another tab in the chat. Yeah, if you could also have it as another, if you have like a small screen, I think maybe having it as another tab in the IDE actually might be a good way to do it. Because then you can go back and forth between the code and the preview. Which isn't like ideal, but if you have a really small screen, I think that's the only way. Okay, and just a few other small things I wanted to show Victor real quick. So
Okay.
these are not really important, but I think like here, okay, I'm getting some of these hiding things, like these icons hiding. You see this?
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a
Yeah, I
small
can
thing maybe to deal with. I think this is something that would definitely be cool is if this can collapse this entirely.
collapse. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, maybe these, but then if you collapse this, then you can't open the AI chat. Yeah, that's kind of weird, isn't it? See this?
Uh,
Like
but
these buttons.
the
Hmm.
yeah, sure. But the shortcut will still work though.
The shortcut will still work. Yeah, I just feel like these buttons are not in the
Uh,
right place. Um, and um, okay, let me draw something, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay.
okay. Yeah.
Okay, and then we can work on it. We can work on actually. We can iterate the design first, and then we can implement it. Cool. Well then, yeah. We'll s- we'll see you next week, and hopefully Abdul will have the merge functionality. What you doing, Berhan? I muted you. What you doing? Here, I have to unmute.
Can you hear me?
I muted you. Now I unmuted you.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
gonna end this.
Yes.